Hey collectors, so we're back today with another video. Now before we jump in, I do have still have the original, and I'm kind of gutted that we didn't get this kind of sleeve with Lady Deadpool or Evil Gwenpool. I'm sure they call her Lady Gwenpool in the comics, but I'm gonna have to go back and check. But I just kind of really want to show you that we do that. We've also got another head, so we'll be looking at the second Gwen in a bit. Or the first Gwen, so we can actually see. Ah, look at me, I'm in the box. Okay, so let's have a look. First of all, we've got Gwenpool here. Obviously, it says Evil Gwenpool, and obviously this is 83. Which one was this one? This one was 71, so there's been quite a few since this has passed. So, oh, I forgot. We've got lovely things. We've got a little mini Gwenpool there. We've got different hands. We've got the face. We've got a stand probably in the back. We've got different comics. We've got stands. A different head for her, as well as a head for Gwenpool. On this side, we've just got a picture of Gwenpool and a comic. So on the back, we can see there's a ton more stuff. We've got some accessories. We've got Evil Gwenpool holding up Gwenpool, different heads. Is that a smiley one? Yeah, it is. I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Where is that? So we've got quite a lot. We've got a stand that will hold the comics. I actually really like this figure. Then we've got Gwenpool there, Evil Gwenpool. At the top, just the name. At the bottom, just text. So let's open up this bad girl and have a look inside. Here's Evil Gwenpool. I keep calling her Lady Deadpool, but let's have a look. I really actually like this figure. I really like Gwenpool. I just think the character's awesome. I really kind of like the smoothness of her mask. Obviously, her pink eyes, as well as mouth. It's all very kind of, it reminds me of some sort of Super Sentai bad guy as well. If you know, let me know down below in those comments. One thing I am ridiculously excited about is the cape. I'll talk about that in a bit. So we've got the kind of cowl part here where it goes on the shoulders, and obviously the pink goes into the black, and the color scheme is perfect. I really like the pinks, the blacks, and the whites. They work very well together. The color scheme is amazing. We come down here, we see that the blacks work really well. They come down here. Obviously you've got the silver belt buckle, you've got the kind of utility pouches, and again the kind of spandex. The cape, again, can't wait to get around to that in a sec. But I really also like the silver around the kind of pink gauntlets, and then leading into the hands. I just think it works really well. The shoes, I'm pretty much guessing exactly the same as Gwenpool before. You have the kind of black ear with pink. I can only notice a few things where it looks like it goes in here, like it's spilt over just a tiny bit, but I'm not really that bothered about it. And obviously the shoes look really cool. I keep thinking, like, the way that this is designed, it looks a little bit like the pink Turbo Ranger's helmet for some strange reason. Don't know why. Looking here, we've got multiple black straps around that keep it like kind of tight on there if they were real. A little bit more kind of paint going over, but not that much to kind of go, that's really bad. So you can just see it just there. But yeah, really nice. Okay, so I've zoomed out for this. This is the best part of the figure. It's the cape. It is material. But what's also kind of cool is along here on the lines, it's a thin plastic rod or something, or a metal rod. So you can really pose the cape. This brings so much to the figure that you wouldn't believe. It is awesome. I am so glad they did that. That to me is a huge selling point. I didn't realize that you'd get that. So we see it's a material base here. On the inside is pink, and then when we look here, so yeah, it's definitely metal rod, because you can see it just there. The back, you've got black along the side here, and then you've got black and pink along the side there. It looks really nice, and then obviously we can see the pouches just there too. Lastly, we've got the kind of like the little thing that we've got, I think it's on Gwenpool's costume as well. So they're kind of like the top of the head. You can't really see it. Let's zoom in a tiny bit. So yeah, just there. You can see her ears on that side as well as that side. Yeah, so there you go. We're gonna have a look at swapping the heads. So, the head just comes off, like the neck came out quite quickly. So let's change that, and then let's put that back in there. So it clicks into place, and then you've got the aha typeface. I think that looks kind of cool. I really like the black lipstick. I think that really works more than the kind of reddish one that you get there. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't keep it the same. But there we go. There's the second head. Just a smiling one now. Let's just change this one. So you do get one. We'll put this one on Gwen. But let's just see what it looked like on Gwenpool. So you can, if you wanted to, you could have it on that one, like, it's me all along. I do kind of wish they put more life into the eyes because it just looks really weird. And oh, it didn't even connect. Let's have a look properly. Put it on. It just looks very weird, like that. I would have liked more life in it. So let's attach it to Gwenpool. Just be very careful with the head. When I put it on Evil Gwenpool, this came off quite easily. So just be careful because it was a pain in the arse to get out of there. So there we go. There is what it looks like on Gwenpool's body. But again, I just don't like the eyes. I generally feel like it could be something different. Like she's just staring at you for no reason. So I think that they could have put a little bit more life into it rather than just like a glazed look. But it really adds to the Gwenpool figure. I really like it. I think the color hair is absolutely amazing. So yeah, there is Gwenpool with a new head. So let's do a stress test. So the feet move normally like so, like that. The knees, it's quite like you can hear it go a little bit. So obviously because it's a new figure. So legs move about. Legs move about. A little bit of the upper torso. Arms move about too. So hands move. Hands move. And then the head goes all the way around if you need it to. And then the cape can go in any sort of position. I kind of like this. I think it's cool. These are a little bit stiff, but it's fine. When looking at the extras that you get, one of these kind of stand out. Now, I need to reread the comic, but I really like the fact that you get these like kind of cover issues. So I think maybe in the comics they're used for something, maybe to portray. I do kind of really wish that these were, how do I say it, a little bit kind of lower, so that it kind of fits with the figure. It's a very nice touch of what you get with it, that I really like, and it just adds so much more to the character. Another accessory that you get are these two hands that hold up two comic books. One that has the female Thor, and then one that is with MODOK, and it looks like they're just panels from the thing, from the comics. And I do kind of like this. I think that this is a really kind of cool like addition. One thing I will mention is that when you get these hands, just be careful because when attaching them, the comic book panel just fell off, and it took a little bit of time just to attach it. It's very kind of flimsy, so just be kind of really careful with it. But I actually really kind of like it, and you don't see many figures with this. Just really quickly, you get also this accessory for Gwenpool to kind of go on her wrist. So it's there. One of the other accessories that you get here is Gwenpool being held like this. It's like a very miniature one, so it looks like she's giant, but I really like this sort of touch. It's very basic on how it is. It's still got detail. It's got pink, it's got white, it's got her skin, and it's just a really kind of nice touch. When you kind of when she drops it, to kind of hold on to it, there is like a small like thing that just fits in there straight away, which is a really nice touch. So I'm kind of glad that they added it to it. Kind of the last thing that you get here are the kind of swords of Evil Gwenpool. I think they're kind of cool. There's not much kind of detail to them. There's just pink on the hilt, in the kind of stars, and then just literally just blades, and that's it. So nice addition. I don't think I'm going to be posing her with any swords, because I think she's got enough with her at the moment. But yeah, they're kind of like the last additions to this figure. And there we go, collectors. There is Gwenpool. I really like this figure. I didn't know what to expect, if it was going to be an exact same copy of Gwenpool originally, but I really love the face. I really love the cape. I really love just the way that you compose this figure. And also getting the extra head for Gwenpool was a really nice one. I think all the accessories that you get with her as well is kind of really worth it. And I really hope that they go on with this line for such a long time. The only thing I'm not really kind of happy about is the extra Gwenpool head, just the way that her eyes are. I just kind of think there is no life in it, and that's kind of a really big big shame on that one. But to be fair, the rest of the figure looks absolutely awesome. I am really happy with this. I would have loved it if it came with like a sleeve like the Gwenpool thing did, like the original one. But apart from that, it's not a bad figure, and I generally think it's a good one. So, collectors, what are your thoughts on this one? Would you collect the figure? Would you not? Would you pass it down? Let me know down below in the comments. If you've liked this video, then hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and check that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. And as always, collectors, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.